Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
Hello Saints, and welcome back to Wakefulness Theology. My name is Messenger Paula, and today I'm here with some pleasant thoughts and some unpleasant thoughts, but I think they're both important. So let's start with some pleasant thoughts. Here, Nathan A., and she has recently changed her name to Yahushua's bride, I believe, right here, beloved bride of Yahushua. Love the name, by the way. So Kim sent me Nathan A's video, and this is just wow. Her birthday is also on July 23rd. You see here, I wrote that. And in the video, she's talking about how she's seeing the numbers, but we call them letters. So she's seeing these letters everywhere. And as you scroll down, you see 1111, 444, 723, 23. I mean, you know, all of these people are seeing the same letters. So I wrote her a message and said, yeah, dude, this is my gig, man. So I can't wait to talk to you and share. I wonder if we're born on the same year as well. So I just wanted you guys to know that I found her channel, and you know right away when you are a chosen one. 1 1 1 1 4 ones, 3. We have to find 3 stones. The 4th stone is Yahushua, right? Hence 4 ones. 1 2 3 4. The chosen ones, right? 4 ones, 11 11. So when you are one of the chosen ones, the priesthood, you don't need proof. We all have direct communication with the Most High Father and Holy Yahushua, and so there's a language that we recognize. So for example, when he said to me in another video, I was telling you about the upheaval. That word is a specific word, upheaval. So when I heard Sister Diana use the word upheaval, doot, I knew right away she was hearing from the Father, because it's specific vocabulary. The same with the numbers, which here on this channel we call the letters, the holy letters. They're called the holy living letters. This is what the Holy Father has taught me. I explain in other videos. So these holy living letters that we see repeating on our birthday numbers, or whatever is going on, is a language. It's a spiritual language, and it's confirmation that you are indeed hearing from the Holy Father, and you are at the minimum called, and if not, a chosen one. So that's what that means in short, and I really look forward to talking with you more about that. That's not this video though. That was the pleasantry. That was wonderful to have that confirmation. Really quickly, let me talk about what I'm going to be doing next on this channel. I'm in the process of finishing the long-running series about Netflix's Troll Hunters. But after this is done, I've wanted to do for a while a series about the letter lines. So for example, 444, I would do a full video only about 444, and the video would be short. It would be maybe 10 minutes long. So if you know someone who's seeing the number 444, you can send them this short 10-minute video that explains everything about that letter right? And just have a playlist with not all of them, but as many as I can possibly do. And so now seeing Nathan A's, her people that are commenting on here, it gives me again, the will to want to do that for people. And the Holy Spirit, I wanted to do it before, but the Holy Spirit said, no, don't do it right now. So maybe that I'm finished with this. The message I did with Troll Hunters was very important. The Father wanted that message done. So maybe now that it's done, I'll be allowed to do that unless they tell me differently. So that's the next part of what I want to do. And tomorrow I'm going to do a video, I hope tomorrow, about how to use my channel, because I know there's a lot of new people coming to the channel, and you just fall in the middle of a ministry that's been going for about 6 months, and it's very complicated, so I'm going to do a video explaining where to start on my channel, and there you go. So hopefully those will be the next videos. Now the unpleasant part. So if you guys remember here, I did this video called 444 Confirmation. The next video preview, it was from May 17th. Okay, so let's just listen to a bit of this. I'm going to pause it, I'm play it, and then I'm going to pause it where I cut out something. And I cut it out because the Holy Spirit told me to cut it out. She, the Holy Spirit, said to not put that in the video. So I didn't. But let's listen first. The 444 and this group of people, I mean, he explained everything through the cartoon in my dream. He showed me the scene in Troll Hunters, and he showed me the scene in this other movie. I'm going to put it up on the screen right here. And he explained to me the thing in my dream, okay? And it got to the point where my stomach was hurting. Every time it's like a prophetic thing when I'm sleeping, for some reason, my stomach hurts. It doesn't feel like a pain. It feels like kind of like a hurricane in my stomach. It's definitely spiritual because it's not a pain. It's just I don't know how to explain it. And this hurricane or whatever, this feeling in my stomach, this turbulence in my stomach won't stop until I wake up, until I become conscious, right? So finally I woke up and I was like, oh, it was just getting too much. Woke up from the dream of him explaining to me about the Troll Hunters and this other movie. And I sat up and looked at the clock, and y'all, you will not believe what time it was. 4:44 in the morning. So I took a picture for you guys, but by the time I went and got my phone and took the picture, it was 4:45, but hopefully that's enough to prove to you guys that I am not lying to you when I say the Holy Spirit woke me up at 4:44 in the morning after giving me a prophetic dream, confirming and explaining what he has, this message that's in this video, and more that I still have to tell you guys about the stones. Okay, so I woke up in the middle of the night and my stomach was hurting. But what I did not mention was that when I was going to go back to sleep, I couldn't go back to sleep, and I just started crying. The Holy Spirit just started grieving through me, and it was a wailing crying that I was doing, and I just started saying, "They're going to die. They're going to die. A lot of people are going to die." I don't know, something like that. I feel that the 144 and the 1111, you guys don't need proof. And I will pray on whether I should find the footage and put it here or not. To you when I say the Holy Spirit woke me up at 4:44 in the morning after giving me a prophetic dream, confirming and explaining what he has, this message that's in this video, and more that I still have to tell you guys about the stones. So immediately I was holding it in and holding it in, and I knew I just couldn't get back to sleep if I didn't cry it out. If I didn't just let it come out of me, I wouldn't be able to get to sleep. So I just stopped fighting and I just went into this crying of feeling and knowing. It was hard. It was a very hard night, and finally I got to sleep after I cried it out really good, and then I got to sleep. That happened. After I cried, I was able to get back to sleep. My stomach stopped hurting immediately, and I went back to sleep. Yesterday we had the terror attack, okay? When I first heard about it, I don't know. It's the same as, you're like, oh yeah, another terror attack. This is horrible. You're fixated for a while, and then I went to work, and I just didn't have time to think about it, But the whole day I was off, I knew that something was wrong. Couldn't figure out what it was. When I talked to the Father, when I was talking to Holy Yahushua, he was saying prediction, but I didn't understand. I don't know. I was just off. And I got home from work. I tried to have a good day. We went shopping and did some things. And I just started feeling worse and worse. And then I just got to the point where I knew I was going to cry. And I was like, I don't even know if this is normal to cry like this, because I didn't know the girls, and I just started crying like I personally knew them. And it was a mourning and a wailing again. And it was just like, wow, this is really heavy, the Holy Spirit once more crying through me. And then my stomach started to hurt like it did this night here. And that's when I knew. That's when I put 2 and 2 together. And I said, oh, okay. So I let myself, cry, because I was thinking if I cry, my stomach will stop hurting. And then after a few more minutes, I remembered this video here. And then I remembered that I was saying, oh, they're going to die. And then everything started to come together. That night, the Holy Spirit, the Holy Father warned me about this terror attack. I just didn't know. I didn't get it. But let's look at this video here. This was done March 11th. This video we were talking about the Oculus technology is the mark of the beast. And this was the confirmation video, because here we were talking about there were twins that were at the Oculus one world tower, and then one of them died, and we were saying that was Illuminati sacrifice. And I went through the whole article and proved it and explained that it was an Illuminati sacrifice, and we were talking about the woman in red. Now, for people who are new to my channel, this is not like a topic that I'm usually talking about, not at all. But considering we had that attack yesterday, and considering the Lord was so strong in giving me the warning and the message, I feel inclined to, or obligated to, share this with you. Okay. I know we all like to have only good news and everything, but like I said, we're warriors. So we have to deal with the reality of the situation. So here, now that you're caught up, I was talking about the symbolism of woman in red. Let's listen. To give their message and to feed the demons in their witchcraft thing that they do. So to even prove this even more, I couldn't help it. I couldn't resist it. This Beauty and the Beast crap. Please don't let your children watch Disney. It is just full of subliminal. It's full of subliminal messages, satanic, Luciferian, sexual, just disgusting. Don't let your kids watch Disney, please. This Beauty and the Beast thing, I had to break it down. It'll be really quick, y'all, but it is just confirming what I have just said, that this was an Illuminati sacrifice. This is symbolizing a rose. When you watch the Beauty and the Beast music video, you're going to see that it's a rose, and then the rose opens, right? So, demons, if you smell the scent of roses, run. The smelling of roses are for ghosts and paranormal entities. So pretty much, the exorcism of Emily Rose, pretty much what it's saying is, if you smell roses and there's no reason for you to smell a rose, like there are no roses in the room and nobody sprayed rose perfume or something, and run. That's a demon, okay? Rose, demon. So, she's in red, lady in red, and she's in a rose, demon. And look what we have right here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the interlocking V's. So you have a V here, you have a V here, and now you have this interlocking V. So you don't have to write it that way where you have two V's interlocking. But here it is, and then you kind of see this thing like maybe they want to put the snake head up there, but I don't know. So it's exactly what Jonathan Clegg was talking about, and what I was talking about, the Vav, 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 the 666. It's all there. And here, you don't even have to guess. You have the beast. Okay? And you have the girl who is pretty much being sacrificed to the beast in this TV show. Here you have the two women, which they didn't have to use the two women. You know, they didn't have to do that. So, again, you have the one that's in red, which is representing the sacrifice. And then here, you have that symbol, that star that Jonathan Clegg was talking about that was on Beyonce's dress. Okay, so you can go back and watch that video if you want. There's a lot of videos with the Oculus and all of that. There's a whole playlist on that. But, so yeah, guys, it was an Illuminati sacrifice, this last attack that happened. And I'm sure that most of you guys probably know that. But yeah, so last night, once I started putting it together, and then out here, this is the woman that was involved in the thing. I forget her name because I don't care about her. I don't watch Ariana Grande, yes. And now we know the reason why we were completely overwhelmed by this Beauty and the Beast thing out of nowhere. Remember, it was everywhere. And I live in Paris, France, and I don't even watch him. I don't have access to American TV, and I was getting the Beauty and the Beast thing everywhere. That's why she's dressed in a sacrifice red like that. That's why she's appearing here next to them like that. And I'm going to show you a picture right now from the video that I did not put in this video here. And you have the view from the top, and you can see it's a moment where, you know, all those women were dancing around her in a red dress, and it looks like she's in a pool of blood. This was an Illuminati sacrifice. And I'm telling you this because we're talking about spiritual warfare, and this is where it is. This is the moment where we need to rebuke that in Yahushua's holy name. Please, saints, get on your knees and pray for the people, if you haven't already, who were lost, the people who were injured, and the people who they just don't know. They are the captives that we're talking about in the sister's dream from South Africa, the people in orange. These are the captives. The 6,000 that we talked about in the other videos that are represented by Jim Lake's mother. She's tied to this demon. She is completely oblivious to the existence of troll market and anything else. This is representing a captive in orange. And these people who were killed were captives. They don't know, because there should definitely never ever be a 6-year-old child at watching Ariana Grande. I don't even know her. I know she's a beta sex kitten. I know she's an Illuminati sex slave. I know that she's satanic, and I know that this was an Illuminati sacrifice because the father took delicate care to make that obviously clear. So last night when, look, it's 2:37 right now. So what am I showing you? So last night, I told you, I think, he woke me up again at 4:44 in the morning. It was just more proof to show me that yes, this did happen. Yes, he did warn me ahead of time that they would die. Yes, he did show me who it involved right here. Her. And I didn't remember. I didn't put two and two together. So yesterday he reminded me, giving me the same stomach pain. So I connected directly the experience. And once I remembered that I had done this video, and then he woke me up again at 4:44 to just make it very, very clear that that's what it is. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that, guys. Please be doing spiritual warfare on behalf of these people, these 6,000, represented by the 6,000, these captives in orange. Please stand in the gap for them and do battle on their behalf, because they can't do it for themselves right now, and they will be the new Calebs. So until that time comes, until whatever thing is going to happen that shakes them and wakes them up, we have to stand in the gap for them. So please, this is the moment where we're talking about getting our stones and getting our armor and getting our powers, and this is the practice right here, right now. Please, spiritual battle, rebuke this satanic sacrifice that happened in London. I think it was yesterday. So one last thing before I go. Here in one of her videos, she was talking about, I think it was this video here, she's talking about Yahushua told her to call him Yahushua and not Yeshua and not Jesus. And I kind of received that message myself as well, because in the last video I was doing, we were talking about the tree and how it represents healing, and how the Israelites left Egypt and they didn't have anything to drink. This was in Exodus, and then Moses put the tree in the water, and the waters became sweet. So I was reading that, and all of that was saying Yahushua, right? So I was reading it, and I read Yahushua like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, and it really felt good. And I was saying in my mind, I was like, oh, I should, use this. But I didn't go further with that. So sister, when you brought that up, it was confirmation that yes, indeed, I have as well received that message that is Yahushua. And I love that sound. I love saying that word. And I think I'll stop there for today. This is just a quick video. I guess a confirmation and just a pleading to stay in battle, stay at the ready. Battle, spiritual battle. Rebuke it. Rebuke it. I hope you guys have a good day. And there you go. Shalom.